Hi everyone, James here from Barbechoo.com and welcome back to another cook on the channel, and today we are doing surf and turf. So any of you that have been following the channel for any length of time will know that there is a considerable lack of seafood cooks on it, and that is because I don't particularly like seafood. I've done a few things in the past, but it's not something I cook all the time. But I've told myself I need to push myself and try more of it. Try and find a few recipes I like to get myself into it again. So the perfect way to do that is to have steak along with it. Perfect. So for the surf portion of the cook today, we are doing tiger prawns. So we're going to do chili, garlic and lime prawns. So we're going to grill them over the coals. We're going to make a little bit of a chili, garlic and lime butter then to go over the top of them once they're cooked. For the turf portion of it, we are cooking a couple of lovely hanger steaks from the meat merchant in Moira. Now this is actually another first for me. I've never done hanger steaks before. I tend to mostly cook the traditional sort of sirloin, ribeye, and then the skirt steaks, another one of my favourites. So really interested to see how the hanger steak turns out in comparison. So we're cooking everything today on the Kamado Joe Classic. Really, you can do it on any barbecue. If you're using a kettle, you just set it up for 2-zone cooking. So if all the coals banked to one side and one of the diffuser plates in the left hand side, and that gives them 2 areas of direct and indirect heat. Most of this will be done directly over the coals, but we like to have that indirect area to move stuff into to finish off if things get a little bit hot and heavy. So we'll bring the camera in a little bit closer and we're going to prepare both things before getting them onto the grill. Pretty quick cook, steak cooks fast and prawns don't take a lot of cooking either, so it should be a tasty little meal and prepared in no time. So these are tiger prawns, which I've already prepared. So they've been peeled and I've taken the little poop shoot thing out of the inside. So for ease of cooking today, I'm going to put these onto skewers. And we're going to season them up with a little bit of the spiced mango and lime from the Smokey Carter. We are going to in the end toss these in that garlic and chili butter, but just to add a little bit of flavour while we're grilling them, we're going to put them on with a little touch of this. So the easiest way to get them onto the skewer is to go in through the fat side and then back out and in through the tail again. So they're sort of sitting in that U shape. That keeps them nice and flat on the grill and means you can get sort of rub all around them. I'm going to go for 4 in each skewer. I don't want to overcrowd the skewers. I want to keep them nice and flat like this, just so they cook nice and even. So once again, in through the fat side and then out through the tail. So you can use double prong skewers as well. That'll stop them spinning around, but I tend to find the wooden skewers are fine for cooking stuff like this. There's a bit less washing up at the end. The last one on. Again, just keep them nice and spaced out, plenty of room on the skewer. So we're going to go ahead and season them up with a little bit of the spiced mango. So I don't want a lot on these. That butter that we're going to make at the end and toss these in, so we're going to give them the most of their flavour. And just let them sit in the plate for a little while, let that rub tack to them. We can go ahead and take a look at the steak as well, and then we can get everything onto the grill. These aren't going to take long to cook. The steak as well, cooking it to sort of medium, isn't going to take that long either. So get everything prepared ahead of time and then you can just throw it on the grill at once. So these are 2 hanger steaks. They're quite thin strips of steaks, but once they're cooked up, they should be really nice. For the seasonings, I'm going to use the Gaucho seasoning from Angus and Oink. But I'm not going to put these on before we put them onto the grill because it's quite a chunky rub, if you can see in the bottle, but it's just going to sit in the surface. It's not really going to soak into the meat and it'll end up burning over a high heat. So I think what I'm going to do is give them a little drizzle of the brighter gold Hickory smoked rapeseed oil. Just a little bit on each. Rub in. Just add a little bit of flavour to it, and then as we flip them on the grill, that's when we're going to add the seasoning onto them. So we'll get a nice sear on them, turn them over, and then add that onto the surface to try and crust it up a little. So So that's all the prep we need to do for now. We can head over to the grill and start to get stuff on, and I'll talk you through how to make up the butter then while we're over. So our Kamado Joe is up to temperature, have a nice high sort of 220-250 degrees on this side. I've put one of the Petromite skillets in here. This is what we're going to make the butter in. So it's just preheating with a little bit of the Broiler Gold Hickory Rapeseed Oil. But first off we're going to go on with the steaks, and then the prawns will follow. Put them on directly over the coals. And we'll close the lid down and let them cook for a little while, and then we'll flip them over and give them a seasoning. So once they have a nice bit of colour on that side, you can turn them over. And that's when we're going to hit them with a little bit of this Gaucho steak season. Move them up a little bit. We can go ahead and stick our prawns on. These aren't going to take long to cook, so that's why we give the steak a little bit of a head start on them. So at this point we want to go into our skillet with a bit of chilli and garlic. Again, this skillet isn't screaming hot, it's over the indirect heat, it's just been allowed to heat up with the barbecue. When you're putting butter in here, you don't want to end up burning it. There's that in there just to cook off a little bit. We're going to add a bit of teaspoon of the Smoky Brae smoked chili rub. And just keep an eye on your prawns. Once they have a nice bit of colour, you can flip them over, cook the other side. So we're going to grill these off just to cook them all the way through, and then we're going to drizzle them with that chili and garlic butter. So once your garlic and chilies have had a chance to cook off, that's when you want to go in with your butter. Slowly melt that down and bring it together with the oil and the chilies that are already in there. You can flip that steak over one more time and just season the other side with your rub. And once your prawns have reached 63 internal, then you can go ahead and lift them off. That's them ready. Just get a nice colour on all sides, and then just keep an eye on that steak for it to finish off. Again, we're aiming for a medium, so around 60 internal. Yeah, that's good to come off now too. Okay, then we're almost ready to serve. The last thing then is just to take your cooked prawns and stick them into that chili butter. So they're already cooked at this point, so we don't want them in here for too long, but we just want to toss them around in it just to get them coated in a little bit of that flavour. Just take a spoon, turn them over in it, and sort of start to take on a nice sheen. The last thing to go in then is the juice of half a lime drizzled over the top. Give that another quick toss around. Now I'd say we're good to go. Let's plate it up. So our two steaks should be well rested now. We can slice them up. The grain runs sort of across the steak, so we're going to slice it in this direction just to try and get it against the grain. Just slice it into thin slices. So it's still nice and juicy. So a little bit pink in the middle. It's a tough steak to cook because there's such a difference between the thinner parts and the thicker parts. We'll just do the same with this one here then. Find the grain and go against it. So let's get this all onto the platter and we'll have a taste. We'll start by getting some of that steak on there first. Just lay it all out in the middle. This is going to be sort of a sharing platter. Get rid of that. Garlic and chili prawns. Set them on the front. Drizzle a little bit of that butter over the top. Along with a few hand cut chips. kind of steak without chips, right? And a final little squeeze of extra lime juice. And we're done. There's only one thing left to do, and that's give it a try. And we're going to dive straight in at the deep end with the prawns. Alright, the taste is great. That chili, garlic and lime combination is amazing. Nice heat coming through on it. I'm still undecided about the prawns. I don't know if I like them or not. They are. I've done these once before. These are much better than the last ones. Yeah, you know what? Actually, they are nice. The last ones were so tough, whereas these here, they're cooked right. The last ones I definitely overcooked them. Right, go with a steak, give it a try. Wow, that was really good. I wasn't expecting it to be so tender. Usually these sort of cheaper cuts tends to be a bit more bite to them, but that is definitely a tender steak. We may have a new favourite. There's a really good flavour off it. A really good beefy flavour to it as well. I'm going to go slightly heavier on the seasoning next time. Do it a few times maybe. Yeah, I'm getting little hints of it coming through, but nothing crazy. Whereas I think it would be a bit nicer. The prevailing flavour is the beef, which is how it should be, but there's nothing coming through there afterwards with that seasoning. You get a little hit of it every now and again. I'm not going to try the chips. Chips are chips. Although hand cut, double cooked chips are the way forward. They go super crispy. Yeah, all in all, I think we're on to a winner. So it's a pretty simple cook, pretty quick cook. There's no preparation really beforehand. But if you want to give it a go, I'll leave a link below to my website. I'll put a little bit of a write up about this onto it, along with the ingredients and stuff that went into that chili garlic butter. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.